Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for F1 Manager 2022 as we continue our worst to first run with Williams Racing here. And it's been a little while since my last episode because I got really into the game and recorded a whole bunch of episodes all at once. So yeah, in fact, this episode's not even going to go live for a little bit of time. But I finally have the most recent patch. All the stuff leading up to this was on the patch before 1.10 or whatever it is. 1.10 finally fixes the race estimation, or it's, according to what they say on the patch notes, it should fix the race estimate race time with the different tires and stuff like that. So we'll see how that looks once we get into the first race here in a bit. But let's see here. Still exceeding expectations as you would expect. Let's go check out our drivers. We got a development point here for Mr. Theo. Give him a little bit of reactions. Give him a little bit of extra pace skills. Works for me. Now, look, I know that if I was truly min-maxing this, I think it's probably better to go as much into pace, maybe a little bit of racecraft as you can, not worry about the consistency, the smoothness, stuff like that as much. I'll be honest, I kind of like just having well-rounded drivers, so I'm not worrying about that as much. I can't imagine that we're going to lose what we're trying to do based off, 1/100th of a second here and there, when this stuff still gains you something, right? Like, there's still a reason to get some of this stuff. I think smoothness was specifically the one that I saw some testing online, watched a video for. I was like, no, pace is probably better than smoothness, but the thing with Theo is he already has good smoothness, so that doesn't really matter so much. That being said, Doohan does not have good smoothness, and I've been working on his smoothness. But he's got pretty good other stats. So I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing because I'm enjoying the game, and I figured that's the most important part. But I do believe the general suggestion would be to focus more on the pace than some of these other stats. Just make that very clear. Anything for you? Nothing. What about staff? Yes, staff has some stuff. I'm going to keep going with the underfloor bonus points here. In fact, I might even max these out. I'm not sure. I'm going to at least go up to 90, and we'll figure out from there. Assuming he still gets points past that, we'll see. Development points. I'm going to keep you kind of well-rounded, I think. Because we're kind of doing a lot of this stuff, to be honest. Race engineer. I'm going to keep focusing on pit crew management. I feel like our pit crew is one of our weakest links. But I could be wrong. We'll find out. Other than that, how are we looking on the cars? Development projects. We've got underfloor coming up here in 15 days. We've already started research projects, which is great. So once this underfloor finishes, we'll obviously start an underfloor research project, but we'll also start an underfloor development. That will be our last development piece for the year. So our cars will be as good as they're going to get, right? I mean, if anything, they're going to get a little bit worse because as the engines and other things degrade, they'll go down a little bit. That being said, we might eventually buy a new engine because we might have to, which I guess in theory that means our cars will actually get temporarily better because they'll go back above, that critical point of the engine degradation for at least a race or two. But other than that, let's go. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. This game has turned into a lot more fun than I had originally expected. I really love the fact that our plan worked out. It's taken two years of pain and suffering to really crack down on the research. Really feels like it's paid off big time. Could we have gotten to this point in the game had we progressed year 1 and year 2 while still trying to develop parts? I would be surprised if that would be the case. I actually think we're further along now because we sacrificed the first 2 years than we would have been had we actually tried those first 2 years as far as like developing parts instead of just going straight into research. I could be wrong. You guys might have knowledge that is different. If you guys seen some other people get to the top sooner with Williams Racing. So who knows? Chassis good, front wings good, rear wing, side pods. Underfloor we're going to keep the same because obviously we're still developing that last piece. What about... Do I have any more suspensions coming out? No, I do not. I got another chassis and I got some more side pods. We'll come back to that here in a minute, though. I'm not too worried about the suspension right this second. There's chassis completed. We do have all the right parts. Let's start everybody right. What's the best way to do this? I guess just go through here. You're both on 5 there. You're both on 4. You're both on 4. Not both on 2. I can at least install that on one of you guys. We'll do the other one here in a bit. Underfloor, you're both on 3. About to have 4. And suspension, you're both on 6. And if 6 is our last one, then I think I will go ahead and manufacture one more just so we have a good backup. All right, cool. That takes care of that. A new period starts today, so once we get the underfloor, we'll definitely be doing some research with that in mind. Cool. Pretty sure we will not get the underfloor before this race, right? Yeah, it's not going to happen, so that's okay. We'll have it very soon. All right, performance targets. I think they also fixed something with the way these things were working. I think they were working a little bit weird. I'm not too worried about it. We'll get what we get, and I'm not even going to stress anything else. We'll go ahead and plug in the fastest lap. It's always possible. It doesn't lose us that much money if we don't get it. And we'll also put this on both of them. I'm going to say both drivers qualify at least above 10th. As far as reaching Q2, yeah, both drivers reach Q2 as well. So we are starting to drop off a bit, so I'm not going to go much higher than that, but we'll say at least 10th, I think. I mean, we did hit, what, 11th with one of them last time, so that might be a little bit risky. Maybe I should drop it down a little bit. Actually, I probably will. Let me take this qualifying position and drop it down to 12th. I think that's probably doable. All right, to the race weekend. Let me pull up my little calculator. Where are we at? This is
We're here in legendary Silverstone, where the ferry...
Silverstone, Great Britain. Oh, is this our first rain of this season on the race day, potentially? I don't think we've had rain yet, have we? Last year, this year, starting to blur together a little bit. I'm trying to remember if we had any. I don't think we have, so that's going to be kind of fun to play around with, I guess. We'll find out. Obviously, I have not done well in the rain leading up to now, but I'm hoping I will do better this time around. All right, car parts. Engine, we're going to go ahead and go with that one. That's fine. I don't really care that it's damaged because it's just practice. Maybe I should care, but I don't. And then gearbox, same thing. All right, and then let's go to your car, my friend. Same deal, basically same level of degradation on both of these, to be honest. You're going to go with, not that one, sorry, that one. And gearbox. Yeah, sure, why not? As long as it's still yellow. I mean, once it gets back down to the orange, maybe we stop. I'll have to think about that one. Because I mean, what's it hurting us to have these bad car parts in the practice? Maybe it is. I don't know. Car setups. All right, so we're at 6 and 11.5, 9 to 1, 3.2, and 0.35. Looks good. All right, cool. Let's go with that. Actually, nope, your straights is a little bit off. So that will be rear wing. We probably want to bring it into 12. So I'll make sure that's noted here. Oh, sorry, that's car 2. All right, cool. All right, let's go. We'll sim the practice session. Five and 10 on bad engines and parts and things, so not bad. His car part knowledge is going up. Hopefully get the extra bonus point from that here soon. 99% on the confidence for him already. Well, there you go. Well, obviously, might as well tweak that to get that last 1% because why not? No real reason. All right, so we got optimal. We got a great. We got, and then 3 optimals. All right. Sorry, just make sure my audio is at the right level. Find setup. 6, 11, 5, 9 to 1, 3, 2.4. Big changes. All right, cool. And then your setup is a little bit different. So you're at 6, 12. 12, 91, 335, or 32, sorry. 0.35. And that gave you a great, another great, another great, an optimal, and a great. Cool. All right, so 5, 12, 901, 335, and 0.4. Only 94.
We'll be kicking off today.
All right, let's go back to you. So 6, 11, 5, 9, 1, 3, 2, 0.35. For some reason you went back down again. Still great. So like I don't know. Yeah, whatever. We'll try and I mean it doesn't matter. We're at 0.99. I don't it doesn't really why am I bothering with this? This guy I do need to worry about a little bit because his is you know, we need to get that as many points as we can off of that because we might not get all of our points from our part knowledge. All right, so that gives us an optimal, 2 greats, and 2 optimals. Four possible setups. So 6, 12, 9, 1, 3, 1, and that's it. Not much of a change. All right, still practice. Keep the same parts. His dropped, his went up, so at least we kind of got some information. All right, so back to car 1. If we put it on 5, 5, 11, 5, 9, 1, 3, 3, and 0.4, that gives us a great optimal. So we finally got the braking optimal. A great there, an optimal there, and an optimal there. So presumably we actually know where, I was gonna say we have one setup left, so we know where it is. 3, 2, and 0.3. Cool. All right, go with that. Do you need to change out your parts, my friend? 81, 77, so 81. And then ERS, 71. And gearbox, one of these two, 79 or 78, 79. Wish I had the number there so I could just see it and make it a lot easier. Okay, so your confidence is 95%. Not bad. I mean, can definitely run a good race with that, that's for sure. 6, 12, 9, 1, 3.1, and 0.1 gives us, I did not do that right. Oh no, I did that wrong. Revert. I'm changing the wrong things. I'm supposed to be changing on the calculator. I'll be alright, guys. I mean, I might not be alright, but I'm going to say I'm going to be alright. We'll go with that. Okay, great. Great. And optimal. 2 setups left. Alright, well that's not bad. Alright, we'll try that. Are we even getting all of his points yet? I don't know if we can see that here, I guess. 80, 82. Okay. You're all good. You're both good there. Start the qualifying. Simulate the first session for sure. Ouch. I'm not looking too good. I did say 12th or higher though, didn't I? So at least we're sort of there. Oh, a little bit better. Quite a bit better, actually. Sure, you guys would like to see me do qualifying, but honestly, I don't see the point. Any positional spots we're in right now, we can make up, I think. So I'm not too worried about it. We're either fast enough to pass them or we're not. You know, really, the only a couple races do I care about qualifying. The ones that it's hard to pass on. With this being a rain race, I think qualifying is just thrown out the window completely because people are going to be pitting all over the place. Okay, so let's check the circuit info. 2 DRS. Okay, yep, it's fine. Only about half a second between the soft and the hard. A little bit more than half, but not much. Okay. So let's see what the strategies will look like. Are the strategies accurate? Can we see evidence that these are accurate? I don't want to evidence. I want to select. So according to this, the best strategy would be mediums to hard. And honestly, again, it doesn't really matter. If we expect the rain to start in the second half, then really what we want to do is have tires that can make it to pit stop, to rain time, I should say, to when we need to pit for the rain, which honestly almost makes me want to do hards because I don't really want to pit before the rain starts, right? And really what we need to do is, can the mediums last a couple more laps? It looks like they can with minimal, you know, degradation over here. Like we're still at 0. So I think we're going to go with that. And will that get us possibly there? Gives us a little bit of a cushion into this area. And then once we get into this area, it looks like we're going to be mostly on inners. I'm going to use this little line right here. I'm going to say if it's above this line, we're probably going to be on wets. If it's below that line, we're probably be on inners. Since it doesn't go above that line very much and for very long, more than likely we'll be on inners for the entire last part of the race, is my guess. Could be wrong. We'll play it by ear. And obviously we may not have the best, you know, people kind of doing all that information for us. So what I'm trying to say, the weather prediction, our weather prediction might be a little bit off, but we'll go with these two strategies because again, we will be doing some swaps as time goes by. So we can't go too crazy on the aggression. We'll still do the first lap just because I think that's still very important to kind of get into it, but not harvest. Did I do harvest on you? I did. The wrong way. Yeah, we have to be a little bit careful past that first lap for sure.
It's sunny and bright. Hold on tight. It's the British Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
What are other people on? Lots of mediums. So yeah, we're going to be kind of right in the mix of things with other people. All right, well, we're right behind Doohan. Kind of expected, to be honest. There's Doohan making a good move right there. Oh, good job, buddy. The DRS zones on this track are pretty short, aren't they?
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Go, 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 go. Oh, go, good move. Look at that. All right, well, that's enough fun. We're going to have to go ahead and settle in to standard, balanced, and we'll just go down to neutral. And honestly, we're probably going to be really just speeding through this first bit because everything's going to change once the rain comes.
Gained by Williams.
I mean, I'll watch him for a little bit here to see what else he can do, but... Come on, Doohan. I think once we get those under floors, we'll be in we'll have a little bit of a jump for a couple races probably while other people catch up. But that's going to be a pretty big, I think, boost for us. All right, 1, 2, and 3 are starting to stretch it a little bit. Once we get into some DRS here in this next lap will be DRS time. Hopefully we get a little bit of extra boost. Although everybody else is going to get a boost too, so it doesn't really matter. All right, so DRS coming up in a little bit. All right, here it is. We're going to get it on here, right? Yep, here it comes. We're looking pretty fast right now. I feel like we're faster than that Mercedes car. Like we're gonna catch him here in a minute. Maybe not. Oh, that's a good move there on his part. Can we get around him here? Can I tell you to overtake? And I'm actually gonna tell you to overtake as well. Can y'all get something here? I don't think you get enough off the... Yeah, it's not enough. You're too far back. I mean, Theo's right on the Ferrari's tail. Oh, can I get a move here? There, good job, buddy. Good job. Now we're quite a bit behind Mercedes, though, so he's not going to be able to get much. In fact, I expect... Wait a minute. What just happened? Did we spin out? What happened, Doohan? I must have missed the spin out message pop up. I was watching Theo too much. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, at least we're helping each other with some DRS here, getting a little bit of boost, but that is not ideal. Can we chase these guys down at all? Maybe he didn't spin out, maybe he just went wide. I don't know. I guess I did totally miss the message while I was watching Theo. Can we get it under 2? No, we can't. It's not at the moment. Oh, there we go. There's under 2. And we reel him back in here. There's Theo getting his DRS. See, when they get the DRS, they get such a good boost, though. Man, look at this train right behind us. Like, it's literally a train all the way down to 19th place. That is insane. It's just a bunch of cars. It's so crazy. Alright, so Doohan is behind Theo now. Oh, here comes Ferrari. Alright, we're going to get DRS here, though. And we are under 2 here. Come on. Theo's kind of helping block the Ferrari guy a bit.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Can we get it back here, guys? Come on. There's some DRS right there.
Sounds like someone's gone wide there.
Still back over 2 again. We had it for a minute there. And then, of course, they're going to get some speed there that we don't. All right, well, we're doing okay on the tires. Rain obviously hasn't come yet. I'll have to remember to move my head out of the way once the rain comes. Still expected to be around, what, 25-ish? So... Let's just speed through this a little bit. Trying to lose quite a bit more ground now, unfortunately. Oh. What'd you do, buddy? Man, why is Doohan having so much trouble lately? Straight up spin this time.
Now we see the Williams here. And this, yes, this is where they spun out.
That is insane. How does stuff like that happen? Especially, I feel like, I don't know, it feels like a weird part for that to happen, but who knows? Well, Theo, you're our only hope. And you're not doing super great.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
Duane's getting close to catching up with the train again. Nah, they started slipping back again.
Seems to have been a lockup.
I say, man, he is having a terrible race today.
See the Williams here.
What is your problem today, buddy?
Yes, there. That's the lockup.
Wow. This is not your race. You know what? I'm just going to ignore him because apparently he's just determined
Someone's run wide.
to lose this. I mean, his tires are bad now too and everything.
The race position. Someone spun out.
All right, so let me get rid of my camera. We are getting a little bit of water. I mean, it is wet enough that we could start pitting now. Let me see. Is it going to keep getting wetter based on our estimation? So actually, it's coming earlier than we expected. Okay, well then. You know what? Then Thea or Duhan, we're gonna go ahead and pitch you. Your tires are getting pretty bad anyway. All in all, so we're gonna go ahead and schedule your pit, and we're gonna come in for inners because it is gonna start getting wetter. And you know, winters are what, 1 to 4 millimeters, I believe, is what it says. So we'll go with that. Oh, sorry. Pit this up. We'll leave you out there just a little bit longer. Just because I don't want to pit you at well, you're far enough apart that you could pit at the same time. You know what? Why not? If we're going to go for this, we might as well go for it. Alright, let's go slow back down. We'll watch Theo first. I could go aggressive here, but I don't want to go aggressive while there's a potential little bit of water on the track. So everybody's pitting. So presumably everybody's coming in for inners. Well, not everybody's pitting, I guess. There's a few people that have chosen not to pit for whatever reason. Let's watch you for a second. You're coming up. Is he going to clear out in time? There he goes. Right? Yep, that was him. So yeah, we totally did not. No issues there whatsoever. So we are going to gain a little bit of ground potentially on some of the guys that decided not to pit yet. We do have lots of fuel. We're going to go ahead and push the fuel. Now these inners, we are going to have to pit again. Now these inners do not last quite as long as wets, right? So we will have to pit again at some point. And since we're going to have to pit again anyway, I'm actually going to go ahead and go on a little bit more aggressive stance here. Why is your thing not coming up? Oh, because I'm on the wrong screen. We're going to go aggressive, and you're going to go ahead and go full on deploy here, my friend. And you're going to go... Honestly, you're going to go ahead and full on deploy for just a little bit as well.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Would have been nice if we were the first to pit, but it's all right. I'm going to go ahead and go back to neutral here. I'm going to go ahead and go back to neutral here. Oh man, flew right past us. You want inners? Yeah, you are. Okay. Let's we're back in some DRS, goodness here. We'll have to keep an eye on the weather. I mean, it will go... We know it will go wet for a little bit. I don't know. It could get wetter than we expect, obviously. Could be that our predictions are off. You never know. Good move there, buddy. Go, 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 go. ways to go to catch up with
Position. Just gained by
Aston Martin, however. I mean, it's going to be raining quite a bit here. I don't know. I mean, is there a way for us to... It's the real question. Do you go for wets? Do you just ignore it and stay out on the inners, hoping other guys pit for wets, and then, you know, have to change back again? It's really a tough call. I feel like when you're playing with the wet and stuff, especially when in a situation where it goes up and down, all answers are correct and all answers are wrong at the exact same time. It's like, you know, that's what happens when you're trying to predict things, right? You could be a genius and an idiot with the same call at the exact same time in weird ways. All right, starting to dry up a little bit. I don't think it goes back. Yeah, it shouldn't get back down where it would matter. And actually, it looks like it's not going to even get that wet. So, inners will probably be what we stay on the entire rest of the time. We have actually caught Aston Martin here. Kind of just letting Theo do his thing, even though he's further ahead. Come on, Duane. You should be able to get past this guy right here. Come on, go, 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 go. Why don't you not get DRS? Did I miss it? Oh, is there not DRS during wet? I think I've talked about that before, right? I can't remember if there is DRS during wet or not. All right, back over 2 mil. So good. It's not going to dry up too much. All right, you're going to be able to catch Mercedes here, my friend. Actually, the fact that there's not DRS, if that is in fact the truth, which it doesn't look like that is the case, could play to our... When you pass a car and you're like, hey, I recognize that car. So painful. We are just having an atrociously bad race. Has nothing to do with strategy right now, right? I mean, it's literally just really just bad race.
Contact! It's chaos on the track. Let's take a closer look.
Ah, man. I was just literally, I mean, I was worried we were going to have problems with the strategy, like mess up on pits and things like that. We're messing up just in general. Like, this is just all sorts of bad just anyway. I don't think your inners will stretch to the end, even with us being a little bit more conservative. All right, so the weather has gotten up above 4 millimeters. So this is the 4 millimeter mark, huh? It's only going to be for a brief period. I think we're okay. I could have probably put him out on wets, taking advantage of that for a little bit, but I think we're going to be okay. Unless it goes above 5, which is possible, I think we'll be all right. Hey, look, we're not going to be in last place. All right, we're up at 4.5. I mean, it's not ideal. And actually, I probably should pull back on the tires just a smidge. Just while it's in a not the greatest, you know, state. Goes back under 4, we'll be a little more aggressive again. Doesn't look like anybody else is pitting, so they're all kind of sticking it out. Starting to drop a smidge. Of course, then it's going to get wet again here in probably 2 or 3 more laps.
It's a spin!
All right, back under 4 millimeters. I'm going to go ahead and... Honestly, we're going to keep you on standard. You might be able to make it to the end, but we're going to go ahead and go back on push. I'm actually going to do a little bit of deploy here. You can go probably be a little bit more aggressive again. Go ahead and go on push for just now. See if we can get some time back here. I don't think it's going to matter for Theo, but we'll play it out, you know. Might as well. All right, rain's coming back again. Well, sort of. It's at 80%, but still drying off a bit. Our inners are definitely a lot worse than everybody else's, but we've been pushing them more, so... And I still think they have to pit, right? Like, I would assume. They pit the same time we did, so... They should not be able to make it to the end. We're really not gaining any ground, are we? We're pretty confident that we're gonna have to come in for inners anyway. It's gonna be close. I think it will be inners for the rest of the race, though. It's gonna be tight, though. But if we are confident of that, then we could always, you know, keep pushing and then pit a little bit early and try to get out on some fresh before anybody else gets them. See if that gains us some ground somehow. I guess here's what I can do. Since I know I'm strategizing what we're going to end up doing. Let's go ahead and add a new strategy, add a new stint. I'm going to go back out on inners. We are going to be pushing this one all the way to there. So... we're at 11 seconds. Can we go aggressive here and speed any time up? We can a little bit. There's 13 seconds right there. All right, do that. We can stay aggressive here and plan to pit there. See what that looks like. I don't think there's any point in changing Theo. I think we're just going to play it out. If he gets a little bit below the line that we want, it's going to be for like 1 lap, and it's not going to matter because he's so far behind.
Sounds like a spin.
Get another rain check here in 3 minutes. Still drying up quite a bit. But we got a long ways to go before it goes back below 1 millimeter. We can see the car in front of us, though. I mean, we're getting there, slowly but surely. I mean, we could technically get by with some, wow, it's not even, yeah, this strategy's like, this prediction is completely off, isn't it? It is drying up big time. Oh, here it comes again. Okay, there we go. I was starting to get a little bit worried because I'm like, well, that goes against our strategy. I don't know what we're going to do then. We are going to put you on harvest for a bit. Well, the water stopped going up or down at the moment. We're pitting now. I just don't know what we're pitting for just yet. Because it is drying up in a hurry. Okay, we're going to get another thing in a minute. %. Wow. This strategy is... This prediction is way off. I mean, I definitely feel like I need to... I mean, it's still predicting rain to come back. But is it going to be so low that we should be back? I don't think we should be back on slicks. I think we need to come back on just some fresh inners. And just accept it is what it is. I mean, we probably have to get our weather thingy upgraded a little bit more now. Because this is, yeah, who knows what's going on here. So we are pitting first. This gives us a fresh, you know, good advantage of kind of having some fresh tires to get back out there. But if they pit later and can get down slicks, then it's all over. So this is really still a gamble, right? It is drying up so much. Move over, Aston Martin. You're so slow. I'm literally just staring at that 1.13 millimeter number.
From Williams.
Excuse me, AlphaTauri. Out of my way. Out of my way. Oh, y'all slow me down. Oh, I didn't realize not paying attention to my stuff over here. Whoops. I'm so distracted by what was going on in front of me. Sorry, buddy. I'm a terrible manager. Or a terrible, you know, whatever that role is of calling stuff out. The engineer. Pit boss. Alright, let's go. Ah, rain's coming back. Good stuff. Putting a lot of stock on these other guys still having a pit.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
Honestly, we're probably going to go standard here. And we're going to go balanced. And we're going to go neutral. I want to preserve the tires a bit. And hope that if these guys start pitting, I can maybe push it a little bit at that point. They might not have to pit, though. They might have played it out perfectly. Come on, go, 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 go. Alright, let's overtake. Right. Okay, there's one pit right there. It's going to get wet again, though. So some of these guys are going to probably come out on some wets. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, our prediction is way off. I think we made the right strategy for the information that we had. It may not be the right strategy for what's actually going to happen, and that may, again, go back to the idea of we may just need to bump up our thing. Weather station. It's going to harvest just a little bit. I just like to get a little bit more comfortable here. Oh, sorry, buddy. You'll be fine. You're still going to have plenty of fuel because we're actually using a little bit less fuel than per lap than you would normally use. Yeah, I think they're all staying out, aren't they? How much can we gain? It's still pretty wet out there. Really hoping they start hitting that 30% and start dropping like crazy fast. All right, just a little more harvest and I'll be feel a little bit more comfortable. Back of wet again. All right, there's a few pits right there. So they're going to have fresh tires. What did they come out on, though? Something they'd come out on wets, but they didn't. Okay, so that was smart. I mean, we're not going to be the only ones that are going to be able to get some stuff here. We're going to go ahead and hit overtake. I'm going to go ahead and go attack. Alright, I don't want to go too much more crazy because it's pretty wet out here.
And there's an overtake from Williams. And a new position just gained by Williams.
I think we can get top 10 again. A little bit uncomfortable pushing too much right now with it just over the 4mm mark. Maybe it's okay. I feel more comfortable if he drives off just a smidge here. Not a lot of race left, though. Alright, we're back dried off a bit. Let's see if we can chase this guy down. So the guys that have fresher tires than me now, we will not be chasing down, but there's still a couple guys, 34, 36, definitely the 34 I think we can maybe chase down, maybe those guys up there at the top with just only 3 laps left. I don't think there's too much distance for us to close that down, I think, at this point. Can we chase down 9th here? Not going to be easy. Come on, get past him. Go, 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 go. Get past him, I think we can get potentially chase down 8th. That might be all we get. In fact, I would expect that's all we get. Final lap. Can we get 8th? At least get some points here. Well, we've already got points, but some more points, I guess. Go, 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 go. I don't know. He's booking along pretty good right now. And he has a tire advantage on us, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. So, don't think we're going to catch him. If we had a couple more laps, I think we would eventually, but not. This is just too little too late, I think.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
Oh well, we got some points at least. I mean, considering the spin out, the lockup, I mean, Doohan had a terrible race and still got back into points. Obviously, Theo, I mean, he crashed and wasn't last. So, I mean, a few takeaways from this. Let's put it this way. We were not bad because of the strategy of the tires. We were bad because of driver mistakes. That's literally all it was at that point. So unfortunate. Terrible race for us in general, but we're still doing pretty good over the course of the season right now, and we're going to get a little bit better once we get this underfloor. Wet races just aren't our races, I guess. I don't know. Not even just a me thing. It's our drivers also struggle. There's our extra suspension. All right, we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll be back for the Red Bull Ring. And hopefully try and get back into some sort of podium, maybe? Is that too much for us at this point in the game? I don't know. We'll find out. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.